it's like everyone is just trying to piss me off lately. So Devil May Cry 5, my second favorite Capcom reveal from this past E3. Capcom, you guys, you did me so good at E3. That's why it's going to pain me to smack you around here today. It really is. Tokyo Game Show has been going on. We've been getting tons of updates on some of these awesome upcoming titles. But perhaps no news to come out of this event has been more depressing than learning that Devil May Cry 5 will include microtransactions. And not just any microtransactions that will allow you to pay to power up your characters. In an interview with GameSpot, the game's director, Hideki Itsuno, had this to say about the microtransactions. With giving people the ability to purchase red orbs, it's something we want to give people as an option. If they want to save time and just want to get all this stuff at once, these people can do that. But on the other hand, I don't feel you have to get all the moves, said Itsuno. You should be able to play it the way you want to play it. How nice of that, giving us the option! You have the option to buy this crap! Alright, before I get into really ranting about this, he went on to explain how they take this all into account with setting the orb prices for the unlockables in the game. It's interesting because from a game design point of view, there's two different things we think about when we set the prices of the moves, skills, and abilities. The first thing is the stuff we feel people should want to get first is made cheaper. So people will think, oh, this is cheap, so I'm just going to buy this. But then for the stuff that's going to be harder to use and master, we make that more expensive, partly because if you save up for that, you're not going to be able to buy as many skills. So you have to make the decision between going for the cheaper stuff or saving up, getting the thing that has a lot of application, but you'll have to spend time learning and perfecting. Okay, I don't see how any of this has anything to do with why we need microtransactions, honestly. No doubt, there will be people defending this, there always is, because he said, oh, you can play it the way you want, and people will rally behind that. You don't need to pay for it, you can just unlock them through playing. The same rigmarole I always hear with this nonsense. I actually love how the goalpost is constantly moving with the people who defend this. I have always bitched about this stuff, and I always remember every instance when I bring this stuff up and how way back when it was like, oh, come on, as long as it's cosmetic, it's fine. And then it's like, oh, as long as it doesn't affect the single player, it's okay. And now it's, oh, well, you can still unlock it through playing, just like pretty much all microtransactions always are. That's normal for players to be able to unlock all the things through just playing. It's not about that. It's about the effect monetizing this stuff has on the game itself. The goal with this stuff is always to get people to spend more money. You introduce the microtransactions and you say this whole, oh, but you don't need them, but then you make stuff more of a chore to unlock to get people to pay up. It always happens that way. And do not lose sight also that clearly this isn't the end game for this nonsense. Like I just stated, one of the reasons why I always keep ranting when this stuff happens, the goalpost keeps moving. These companies get you used to, comfortable with one form of microtransactions, then introduce something new and more invasive, get you used to that, and then introduce the next thing, and so on and so on. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, I'm saying that's what is already happening. That's what is happening now. Players have to put their foot down, like they did with Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 became one of the biggest disasters in gaming history because players said, no, we're not going to put up with this shit. And you have to keep doing it. And I get the whole, oh, games are getting more expensive, they gotta monetize them in other ways, but there are also plenty of other ways to make more money off your game. Create some nice new DLC experiences to sell people after the fact. If it's worth the money, people will pay gladly. And you know what, going off that, who are all these people that this stuff is supposedly, quote, for? You know, these devs always use the same excuse. Oh, it's for people who don't have time to unlock it otherwise. I thought this was an action game. What the f*** is this, an MMO grind? Who is actually buying these games and doesn't have the time to play them or doesn't want to spend time playing them? If your playtime is limited, I get that. But does that actually make you want to pay to beat a game faster? That's what I really don't buy. If you don't have as much time to play, I think that just means these games last longer for you, which is probably nice. Or if it's too tough, play it on easy. But I mean, who is really the person who is playing this stuff and being like, I wish I could just buy all the power-ups right away and breeze through everything? I guess maybe the person exists, but I'm highly doubtful there is so many of them that we need to be changing the fundamentals of how these games work for them. Now, let me know in the comments if you wish more games had the option for you to pay real money to buy upgrades and power-ups quicker. Do you really find that more enjoyable? I'd love to know. Personally, I just think it's another BS excuse, and this is why I always try to go hard against this crap, because these companies are trying whatever they can to keep pushing this garbage into their games and be like, oh, there's nothing going on here, look the other way, pay no attention. If you don't want to pay more, just pretend like they're not there, and before you know it, we'll have Devil May Cry 7, where you need to kill 1,000 enemies to unlock each skill, or you can buy it for $3. You don't have to buy it. Totally doable without money. Just kill like 2 to 3 million enemies and you can unlock every move in the game. That's it. This is just for people who don't want to waste their time. Yeah, I don't want to waste time playing this game that I bought to play. Like, what the fuck? Are you really? Why even stop there? Why not charge like $50 for an ability that just instantly 100%s the game for you and completes every quest, gives you every unlockable, every achievement and trophy, and that's it, you're done. You 100%ed the game and you didn't even have to play. Great value. And like I said, there will surely be people who are still down with it, still defend it, which is fine, I guess, because just as there will always be you people, there are always going to be people like me who will continue to explain why it's totally dumb, driven by greed, and unnecessary. Anyway, with that, this video is a wrap. So sad to see Devil May Cry has been infected with the microtransaction virus. I was so hyped for this game when we saw it at E3, and this definitely is a major blow to that excitement for me. And let me tell you something, Capcom, I better not see this garbage in the Resident Evil 2 remake, okay? I just thought of that. I swear to God, I'm expecting that to be my game of the year for 2019, possibly a game of the generation for me. I could honestly see that. Resident Evil fans have been waiting so long for it, you can't ruin it. You can't be that horrible. I don't want to believe it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Devil May Cry 5's microtransactions in the comments. Like I said, are you really enticed by the idea of paying money to acquire upgrades faster? And do you really think there are many people out there who want so badly to be able to rush through a game as quickly as possible that they would pay extra to do it? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this discussion of Capcom's devilish dealings. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you want to keep the conversation going, hit me up on Twitter and join my Discord, Shy Guy and Friends, link to both in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.